For the second half of the podcast. What we got left? All right, so Ned, as you know, big news came out this past week. Sony had their convention, that PS5. What you think about that PS5, sir?
I mean, they have better games. What do you want me to say? Like, they have better games.
So you're excited about it? Do you like it? You ready? You happy?
I'm grateful at the fact that Microsoft did what they did and lowball their product because that forced PS5 to do that.
Oh yeah.
Even though it's much cheaper for Microsoft to create their product, the Xbox.
Because the Xbox is cheap anyway.
I mean, regardless if it was cheap or not, like if we didn't have them, then you wouldn't be getting your PS5. I can guarantee you that, because it takes more to make a PlayStation than it does take a Xbox.
I don't think they would stop making PlayStations though.
No, but they'd be about $700 and $900. Yeah.
I don't know if I agree with that.
It takes a lot more to make those parts.
Yeah, but you still
because PlayStation imports.
But you still gotta have a reasonable sale, a reasonable price, not sale is what I'm saying. You still have to have like a reasonable price, like
yeah. But you have to understand it's still a business. Because
yes,
you can say the same thing with Madden, which is a terrible product, but they're selling that at
I was wondering where this was going.
much higher rate. I'm just being honest. Like, okay, 2K. All right, yeah. I can name a whole bunch of other games.
But they're the average price of a game though. A game is like $60 on average.
A game should be 70 and up.
2K should be 70 and up.
Game should, yeah. If they want to make back that profit, it's 70 and up. I mean, they've been 60 is still low,
but you have to make it reasonable though. Like you can't just, even if you have a monopoly, yes, you can jack up the price, but you still got to make it.
I'm not even talking about monopolies. I'm talking about games
business
in general.
Period. Like, I'm just talking about like a business model period. Like you can't just jack up the price just because it costs a lot for you to make. It will be more expensive, but it has to be reasonable.
So you're not listening. So what I'm saying is that because Microsoft did what they did and lowball their price, PS5 has to stay in competition.
I don't agree with that either.
That's fine, but from a business aspect, that's what it is.
Malik said he didn't agree.
From a business aspect, that's what it is.
I don't know, man. I think
niggas are still gonna buy a PS5. If that shit was $700, $800, niggas was gonna buy.
So you think they're just gonna iPhone it?
No, I'm not saying. Sony is not a dick. That's the difference. Sony, the company is not a piece of garbage like the iPhone Apple company.
But they still jack up the prices and still people buy it.
Not because why?
They still do.
Dicks. No, $405 for that console is not a bad price.
I'm not saying that's a bad price. I'm not saying that at all.
He's saying we wouldn't have that price if Xbox wasn't so low.
No, even if Xbox sold their piece of shit for $100, that's not gonna make PS5. Oh, we're only for $200 because Xbox. No, that's not how that works. They know what they know who they're.
They know the medium price is what he's trying to say. They know the medium price. Like, of course, there are a lot of people that would be willing to pay $700-800, but you're not going to get you're not going to sell as much. Like, you would probably get a higher profit selling lower with more units than selling higher with less units. Is I think what Malik is getting at.
Make all the money through the games,
and then you got the DLCs
the
and subscriptions and stuff. Yeah.
All the extra headphones and all this other crap that they can sell.
The same thing with Microsoft. Regardless of what you say, that they still have it.
No, I think we're agreeing and disagreeing at the same time because Ned is saying the only reason the PlayStation is that low is because of Xbox being low, and I think he has a bit of a point, but I still don't think even if Xbox wasn't that low, I don't think PlayStation would be charging $700-800 because you got to be like reasonable as to who's going to buy your product, and they know that they still want the average Christmas person to buy their product. Like they trying to sell to the poor as well. So I don't think they're going to charge almost $1,000 just based off of what they did before. That's all I'm saying. But we can slide on to that. But prices aside, are you looking forward to the PlayStation? You getting the PlayStation? You getting Xbox or both? Like, how you feeling about it?
I'm waiting. I'm just gonna wait. I don't know yet.
I'm with it. not gonna lie, I'm excited. I'm excited to see these exclusives though, because that Spider-Man, that Miles Morales gameplay, boy. Hold on, give me the air horn for Miles Morales gameplay. That Miles Morales gameplay was nice.
Probably gonna end up being game of the year.
Yeah. Then they got God of War Ragnarok 2, or no, not Ragnarok 2, but God of War Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be good. I think, just based off how they doing the lore, I think Kratos is gonna actually die in this one.
Yeah. They already put it in the end of the first game.
Yeah, when he saw the serpent. But that's Ragnarok anyway, so they basically kind of replacing Kratos with Thor almost. Because I think what I think is gonna happen, just based off of like the God of War mythology and the Norse mythology, I think may happen is you gonna fight Thor. Thor gonna kill Kratos, and then Loki, or son of Kratos, or the boy, is gonna end up being the one to bring upon Ragnarok, like he was in Norse mythology. Well, kind of was in Norse mythology, but I'm just can't wait to see how they gonna do that. All right, is there any like games you excited for?
It was just Spider-Man.
Just Spider-Man? Yeah.
I was excited for Halo, but I kind of taking a step back from that.
You want to go into why or yeah.
Nah?
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I only loved. Okay, dang, I didn't go to high school with y'all. All right, so in high school, somebody had Halo on a flash drive, and they installed it in all the computers, and so we would be playing Halo in class and after school. We would just do a LAN connection, and so that's where I got my love from Halo, was on the computers. But
that's a universal thing. Not like having it on the computers, but getting with your buddies. My boy had a home theater, and we would play Halo till 4:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
that was fun. Those were the good days.
The school kept trying to figure out like who the hell keeps putting Halo on all the computers, but because you have to have like a password to even do that. But anyway, no, I fell in love with Halo then, but it's not really the same on the console, especially because I fell in love with it playing on a computer. And when I was like, it's still, I know it's the same game, but give me a keyboard. And I'm not even a PC guy, but you know what I'm saying? But give me a keyboard just for like my nostalgia, I guess.
Well, like, even like Halo 2, it was like Halo and Halo 2, like some of the best like multiplayer FPS shooters, like
period.
Yeah. It's like it's really no much competition.
No.
But like for me, I follow the books. I read all the books. I know the storylines.
Legit didn't even know they were books. That's cool.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to look into that. I had no idea.
Yeah, it's a whole lore to it.
Almost like the Tom Clancy stuff.
Clancy, much better than that.
No, but I'm saying like how they got like the game and then the book for the game and then like a little.
No,
cartoon.
so the book actually came out first.
Okay.
It was a book first, and then they came out with the game. So a lot of people know the games only touch like
with the game
surface level of like the lore, like barely, but the amount of like characters and just like the world in itself, at least for me, I enjoy it. I like it.
No, yeah, I mean it was fun.
So like
PlayStation tried to come off with a knockoff Halo. I wasn't really too excited for that, but Destiny or Dynasty, I think it's called Destiny. Yeah, it was cool, but
it's
knockoffs don't. There are not a lot of knockoffs that are better than or even as good as the original. So, it is what it is on that one. But okay, well, we looking forward to Spider-Man. Yeah, me too. I can't wait to play as Miles Morales, man. First of all, he's just cool. Like he's just cool as hell. And then two, his invisibility and his Venom strike and the way that I can't wait for that. Yeah, that's gonna be good.